So the hedge funds are going after Tether. This is what the headline says. But guys, I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw when I read these words, because shortly after seeing this, I saw this. Stablecoin issuer Circle partnering with a New York community bank. The details of that we'll break down in a second. First, let's find out what's going on with Tether, guys. It's something else again, but we know that there is a repositioning in the stablecoin market. Okay, we're going to take a look at some numbers from DeFi Llama in this video as well. But first, let's get the information on what's going on this time with Tether. Now, according to a Wall Street Journal report, at the start of the week, it revealed that a number of hedge funds were shorting Tether, with positions running into the hundreds of millions. Money managers are probing for a crack in Tether's dollar-backed stablecoin to score huge returns. So pretty much, guys, all of the big money players are expecting Tether to fail, and they're expecting it to happen soon. It would be fitting. We're in a bear market, and I think that the manipulation of Tether, if there was an event that would occur in the next 6 months and it had something to do with Tether, and let's just say it depegs, or we actually discover that Tether is not in fact backed by anything, then that would cause a ripple effect, an earthquake throughout the entire market. But here's the advantage to that. If this were to have happened when Bitcoin was sitting at 60,000, 50,000, or even 40,000, the effect would have been 3 times, 4 times as worse. To reposition Tether as the stablecoin leader, or to take it out of that leadership position, and it's not exactly too far off, again, once we take a look at the numbers, but to do that in a bear market, it would actually make more sense because there's less damage. There would really be less damage. Bitcoin is already approaching its bottom. It's in that phase. So it's, well, not phase, it's in that pocket. Okay. So this would actually be the most opportune time for a repositioning in the stablecoin market. The effects would still be drastic, don't get me wrong, but not nearly as drastic as if we were in a bull market. But let's continue this. The hedge funds, they say they are motivated by, of course, the Terra depegging from last month, or a couple months now. It's been a minute, but this, of course, led to the supposed death of the Terra blockchain. I found some news about them too. They're bouncing back, but the network's implosion had a contagion effect, with other stablecoins losing their pegs as the chaos spread through the sector. At the height of the market carnage, Tether briefly lost its peg as well, but regained it quickly to the relief of investors. Now, Tether's chief technology officer, CTO Paulio Ardonio, confirmed that he was aware of the moves by hedge funds to short Tether, but he claims that the players involved are only trying to cause further panic on the market. In a quote, he stated, it really seemed from the beginning a coordinated attack with a new wave of FUD, troll armies, clowns, etc. So he's saying that this is manipulation. Pretty much, like, people are trying to come in and capitalize on the Terra Luna situation. And that's something very interesting, guys. When it all broke out, of course, there was the damage. There were people losing money. We did like 6 videos on it here on the channel. We won't get back into it. But one point that did come from this whole Terra Luna situation is that, yes, regulators are using this. Big players, big money movers are using this as an opportunity to find weak points in stablecoins, to readjust the stablecoin market, ladies and gentlemen, because while things were happening to Tether and Terra Luna, you had stablecoins like USDC, Binance USD, starting to make moves. And in addition to this, Tron released a stablecoin. And let's not forget that in January, okay, the first token of the year to release their stablecoin, VeChain, and it is backed in the US. But let's keep going, guys. Now, this USDC situation, guys, and I want to show you how dramatically different these two stories are. So Stablecoin issuer Circle partners with New York Community Bank, guys, and this is going to come with some perks. Now, they announced a custodial partnership with NYCB back in March. Circle announced that BNY Mellon is the primary custodian for USDC reserves that back the stablecoin. That's a key factor right there. BNY Mellon, one of the oldest financial institutions here in the United States, guys, so you know they're tied in. Now, in addition to the custody relationship, the NYCB plans to collaborate to enable Circle stablecoin solutions to target underserved and underbanked communities. An initial step is to support minority-owned depository institutions to become custodians to the USDC reserves. This is all a part of their Circle Impact initiative. Now, they go into a quote. They mentioned that by partnering with NYCB, we are opening up new pathways for community banks and MDIs across the country to be key participants in the fast growing digital asset market. Now, NYCB themselves, they have some previous blockchain experience. They are an investor in Figure Technologies. They also launched the USDF consortium along with community bank group Jam FinTop. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the USDF consortium, but this is a relationship between banks, credit unions. This is how crypto assets, digital asset companies become FDIC insured. And I remember calling that out months ago, and we're talking 2021. All right. So more than 12. But I stated that if the FDIC comes in, we are one step closer to the regulation that we're looking for, to that level of trust from someone who is not already in space. Okay, when they see that FDIC insured stamp next to their crypto application, they're going to be good to go, and that's going to increase adoption overnight. And what's interesting, guys, about this whole scenario is that while Tether is burning, Tether is crashing, going to the ground, constant speculation, right? USDC is opening up partnerships and has these minority focused initiatives, and not to mention they're launching a euro stablecoin, but it's going to be here in the United States. Now, I see that one thing as a test situation, because over in Europe you have MiCA. They're trying to pretty much smoothing out their regulatory process, but Europe is still coming with a CBDC. They are still looking to implement blockchain technologies. We already know the situation going on in Europe. I have many videos about it, guys, but let me show you this last piece of information, guys, because if we are witnessing the beginning of a trend, okay, let's just say we get a couple more pieces of information before the year is over of USDC dominance and Tether beginning to fall. The difference between the two stable coins right now, ladies and gentlemen, Tether, $66.8 billion market cap, USDC, $54.8 billion. That's only a $10 billion difference. And I'm telling you, $10 billion can move instantly in this type of business. All right. Now, this information we're getting is from DeFi Llama, guys. DeFi Llama, check them out. I love using this tool. Now they've added stablecoin information, guys, and you can see they keep adding more. They have a wiki, they have a newsletter roundup, airdrop information. Not to get too off subject, but guys, I just really like DeFi Llama. Check it out. I'll even drop a link in the description for you, make it easy. But you can see right here, guys, a $10 billion difference. We see $10 billion move in this market all the time. So are we about to see it? Are we about to see it? People often talk about how Ethereum might flip Bitcoin, and I've even said Binance could take out Ethereum, so forth and so on, but we've been overlooking the stablecoin wars here, ladies and gentlemen. What happens when Tether is not the most dominant stablecoin anymore? Because you have to keep in mind too, let's jump over, but I want you guys to remember this list here. USDC is currently only supported by less than 10 chains. Tezos is supposed to be next, but Tether just launched on the Tezos blockchain, so that's very interesting. But right now we have Ethereum, Algorand, Solana, Tron, Stellar. What's not listed here, of course, is Hedera Hashgraph, but we can find that list here when we go to the bottom, guys. We'll just check it out here. Ethereum, Algorand, Solana, Stellar, Tron, HBAR, Avalanche, and Flow. So if Tether does fall and USDC does become the chosen one, there's going to be an immediate ripple effect in all of these projects. It has to be, guys, because then you're going to have people scrambling to go from Tether to USDC. And there's only so many ports that you can get into USDC through. It's all really interesting, guys. But this is a big story, big headline. Wanted to share that with you, of course. Now, if you are interested in some more crypto related content, guys, of course, one of those videos will pop up right here. It will actually be chosen based on your viewing pleasure. I said it like that. Me and YouTube had good conversation. But now that all that's out the way, guys, of course, you know what I'm going to tell you. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. But most importantly, as we looking at, if that money is digital, so is the hustle. I'll see y'all in the next one.